point blank period, Pooh. Like, who's gonna stop me? Not you, father, not you. Enjoy it now, get beaten later. Like, come on now. Hey, welcome back to another video nobody asked for. I'm Sarah, and today I'll be talking about stories I couldn't tell until I graduated. I've decided to do this video because I've seen other people do this video and I'm like, oh my gosh, this is so cute. I want to do it, so here I am. These are all stories that take place my senior year of high school. So the first one has to do with Model UN, and if anybody who went to our high school is watching, you already know what I'm about to say. You're like, girl, no, not this story. Oh my gosh. But if you don't know, just you wait. This is a fun story. My school, like many other schools, went to this thing called Model UN. If you don't know what it is, just Google it, because I couldn't tell you, because I never went. But anywho, if you can hear people arguing in the background of this video, I'm so sorry. I don't know why they're being so loud while I'm trying to film, but so at my school, the only kids who were able to go on the Model UN trip were kids who were in this program called TAG, which stood for Talented and Gifted, which were supposed to be like the smartest kids in the school. Even though it was supposed to be offered to the entire school, only the kids who were in that program got offered it. These three girls who were in TAG went, and despite the fact that these are supposed to be some of the smartest kids in our school, they decided it would be a great idea to bring alcohol on this trip, despite the fact that they were under the age of 21 and the fact that I was against the rules. So I guess the juniors from my high school who were on that trip caught them and got upset. I don't know if they got upset because the girlies wouldn't share or because they're just like, you guys shouldn't be doing that. Either way, they ratted them out, and my school ended up getting kicked out of Model UN, and we got banned. So that was nice. My high school can never go back to Model UN because of those three very smart girls, which is always great. These girls were supposed to get in trouble. They're supposed to lose all their senior privileges, you know, like prom, senior video, and anything else we did that year. I don't really remember, and it was a very long time ago. It was like 5 years ago. So I guess they lawyered up for some reason, so they didn't get in as much trouble as they were supposed to. I'm not sure what their punishment ended up being. Maybe in-house or something, maybe detention, I don't know. But I heard because they lawyered up, they didn't get in as much trouble as they were supposed to, which, you know, made a lot of people angry because we're just like, if it was me in that position, I would have gotten the fullest extent of that punishment. You know what the best part is? One of the girls was the salutatorian of our graduating class, and she's out here acting up that way. Honestly, truly, some people just don't make good decisions, and you would think that because they got our school banned from Model UN, they would have gotten in a lot of trouble. But no. But I know if it was me, prom would not have seen. Senior Lockin would not have gotten to. And all the other stuff, all the other fun stuff that seniors got to do, I wouldn't have been a part of. And I would have also gotten in trouble with my parents. But, you know, that's whatever. You know, just get lawyers to get you out of trouble you rightfully deserved. And that's how things ran at my school. So the next story is about me sneaking out, and the reason why I put sneaking out in quotation marks is because I didn't actually sneak out. I mean, that's not what my dad thinks, but I beg to differ. This has to do with my senior lock-in. Now, the senior lock-in was the senior event where all the seniors basically spend from 6 p.m. on a Friday night to 6 a.m. on a Saturday morning at the school. And we do a bunch of different fun activities. There was a hypnotist, there was a bunch of junk food, there was photo booths. It was such a great time. But the thing is, my parents are super strict, right? So I already knew they wasn't gonna let me go. So I was like, maybe I just should have told them I'm going. So that's exactly what I did. I didn't tell them that I was going. So the day the lock-in came up, and I was just like, so I'm leaving. So long, farewell. Auf Wiedersehen, goodbye.
So long, farewell, Auf Wiedersehen, goodbye.
I'll see you when I see you, and I left the house. Now, I think I told my mom that I was going to be at school. I'm like, oh yeah, Mom, I'm going to this event at school. I'll be back when I get back. And I also told my sister that I was going to senior lock-in and everything. And then I walked out the door. And mind you, when I walked out the door, my dad was like asleep. He wasn't actually asleep, he just had his eyes closed, but he saw me walk out the door. So I went to senior Lockin, had a good time for like the first 2 hours, and then my sister texted me, oh yeah, dad knows where you are, you're gonna get in trouble when you get home, so you better have as much fun as you can right now, because you're never gonna have fun again. And that literally ruined my whole night. I was like, I hate my life. I'm like, I knew this was a bad idea. I knew I shouldn't have left. I can't believe this happened. I was like, I hate my life. I can't believe that I decided to do this. Like, now I'm gonna get in so much trouble. I'm about to get beaten. Like, oh my gosh. So then I couldn't enjoy my night anymore because I just had so much. I was just so anxious. My friend was like, you know, you just enjoy it now, Sarah. Enjoy it now. Get beaten later. Like, come on now. So I tried to enjoy my night. And then 6 a.m. rolls around and we're all having breakfast, and then I just break down and I start crying. I'm like, I was like, Sarah, are you good? I'm like, no. And I'm like, I'm gonna get in trouble when I go home. It's like, well, you had fun. It was worth it, right? I'm like, no. I'm gonna get in so much trouble. So I walk home. I knock on the door because I didn't have a key at the time. My grandma opens the door. I don't think anybody was awake yet besides my grandma. I go to bed and I stay there for the entire day. Like, I literally just hide out in my bed. I mean, I was asleep for a lot of the time because for those 12 hours I didn't sleep at all. So I did spend a good time in my bed sleeping, but you know, I wasn't asleep the whole time. I just kind of hid out in my bed because I'm like, I'm not trying to get in trouble right now. The next day, Sunday, my dad was just like, yeah, don't let it happen again. And that was it. He didn't, like, I thought I was gonna get beaten. I thought I was gonna get kicked out because I was 18. Honestly, truly, I've never done anything as bad since, but I've gotten in worse trouble, so I think that's so weird. My parents have definitely threatened to kick me out after that for a lot less, so that's interesting. So my next story is prom, and this is also another story of me sneaking out. Now, the reason why sneaking out is in quotes is because everybody saw me leave the house. So if everybody sees me leave, I didn't sneak out. Let's do a little backtracking all the way to when I was in middle school. There was this dance in 8th grade that was basically like the 8th grade prom, so to speak, and I wanted to go really, really badly, and my dad didn't let me go, and I was really pissed off about that. And I remember even back then my dad was like, yeah, you guys are never going to prom, you guys are never going to prom, and I was just like, oh, we'll see. That day in 8th grade when I couldn't go to the 8th grade dance, I vowed that I was going to prom. Point blank, period, Pooh. Like, who's gonna stop me? Not you, father, not you. Let's fast forward 4 years, my senior year of high school. Basically, you know, created this whole plan. Actually, no, I didn't. I don't know how it ended up working out for me the way it did, but good looking out, God. Good looking out, because there's no way I would have been able to go if it wasn't for God. Praise him. Anywho, I ended up actually going for free because I told the advisor of prom, the advisor who was organizing prom, the situation, and also my best friend was like the president of prom committee, so I got to go for free because I didn't have a job, so I didn't have the money to pay for prom, and prom was like $90. So she was like, girl, you want a free ticket to prom? Like, yes I do. So I got to go to prom for free. I mean, they also were offering free prom tickets for people who couldn't afford them, so I wasn't the only one who got to go for free. But you know, it pays to have connections, girl. It pays to have connections. And I also got my dress by going to a prom dress giveaway that my dad actually brought me to. I don't even know how I got him to bring me to this, but I was like, oh yeah, I have to go to this event or something with my friend, and me and my best friend, the one who is president of the prom committee, we both went to this prom dress giveaway, and we both got really cute dresses. Let me insert a picture real quick. I didn't look the best, honestly, truly, because I didn't know how to do makeup and I didn't really do anything with my hair. If I went to prom now, I definitely would have looked a lot better, but I wasn't working with much. How I ended up going to prom, me and another one of my friends asked another one of our friends I'm like, girl, can you give me a ride to prom? Because like, we already know my parents aren't giving me a ride. So she was like, yeah, sure, just give me your Addy and I'll pick you up, girly. The night of prom, I told my dad. So here's the thing, I was in this program called SOAR, and we had to do at least 15 hours of community service every single year. So I was constantly going to different things for community service. So I told my dad, I have to go to this event, and he automatically assumed that it was a community service thing. He was like, I can't bring you, da da da. I'm like, it's cool, I already have a ride. I put my dress on, and then I do the really shady thing of putting a really long shirt and a really long skirt over this, and then I think my shoes were in my bag. Yeah, my shoes were in my bag, and then I left the house wearing flats. I'm just like, bye y'all, and then I just left the house, and then I went over to my friend's house who lived like a minute away. Before I got there, I like took off her shirt and the skirt, and then I just went on my way. And we took pictures, and we talked, we waited for our friend's mom to pick us up. We went to her house, and then we went, and honestly, truly, I'm so glad I didn't pay for prom, because it was like kind of lame. It wasn't the most fun, probably because I didn't dance that much, because I was afraid of judgment. So I'm like, I don't want to dance too much because I want y'all to be judging me. And if I were to go back in time, I definitely would have gotten my groove on, because if you're not gonna dance, you're not gonna have a fun time at prom. You're just not. It's gonna be really whack for you. So it kind of was whack for me. And I got my dress dirty. I got my dress dirty not once but twice. Like, I spilled pasta on my dress. I regret nothing, because I got to go. So, in your face, Dad. And to this day, he still doesn't know I went to prom, or at least I don't think he does. If he knows, that he hasn't said anything about it. And I'm the only one of my siblings that actually got to go to my prom. My brother didn't go, my sisters didn't go. I'm the only one. I'm the only one who made it, because I'm a champion. I don't really think my sisters cared for prom that much, so it's whatever. Also, in your face, Anya, that's my sister, they really were like, oh yeah, you're not gonna go, Sarah, you're not gonna go, you're not gonna go. But ha, in your faces, I got to go. I still wear my prom dress to this day. The event I actually got the dress from, they're like, oh my gosh, you should like totally give your dress back so another girl can have it. I'm like, no, I want it. I want it fair and square. Well, not want it, got it fair and square. And also I've actually worn it to a few events since. I'm still using it. So this isn't me trying to sneaking out or not listening to your parents. You should listen to your parents, because they usually have your best interests at heart. Sometimes they are mean and are being unreasonable, like my dad was with not going to prom. It's literally just prom. The only reason why he didn't want us to go was because there's dirty dancing. I'm like, okay, so I didn't participate in that. I didn't. I like really didn't. I'm not even trying to lie. I'm kidding. No, I really didn't participate. Don't do as I do, but do as I say. If you didn't hate this video, you can like, subscribe, share with your friends, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.
S to the A to the R to the A. Yeah, my name's Sarah and my last name Slay. When I come over